Hello and welcome to a little video. I'm here on Court Farms and I will help anybody that needs it. I've been asked about the cows. How do you give them straw? And where do you give them straw? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everything about them. I'm going to show you where you buy the cows, where you put the straw, where you get the slurry, and everything else like that. So let's go. I've brought in some vehicles. As you can see, we've got a case here with the Farasin mixer wagon. It's got TMR in it. You can also use a mixer wagon with straw, which is like the one we've got over here. These are base game, so I'm using base game, so everybody is going to be able to do this. And this is the Kunite Real Augie. Yep, that. With a John Deere, this one has straw in it. We also have a Massey Ferguson down there with the Anderson straw blower with a round bale. I would do the square one, but obviously the round does the same as the square, basically. You can also use one of these, yes, a little SUV, because the back does hold stuff. So for really tight areas, if you've got like one cow or two cows, this will do the job. It really will. Then we've got the Massey Ferguson here, which I do believe you start with on this map, the same as that John Deere. And we've got the Crampy Kipper, which is the half-pipe trailer. So let's go and have a quick wander over. I have put the icons on, so we will be able to see them. So, oh, if I'd already known that was there, I would have got that one. So, here is the cow barn, right here. Here it is, right there. As you can see, from the entrance, you come down here, you will see just here, right near this gate, even if you don't have icons on, if you just stand right near here and press R, that will bring up the animal dealer for this part of the cows, basically, you know. So, right here is where you buy the cows for it. I have already put some cows in, so we can get some slurry and things like that, but you know. Alright, so coming down here, just past the bunker silo, you will see the slurry pit, basically, which is this right here. Just here, just outside this pipe here, this silver one. This is where you load up, on slurry, which we will show you. I've got a New Holland here with a Farm Tech tank, again, base game, so everybody's gonna have it. The only thing I've found with this area here is you've got to be careful. When pulling up to here, sometimes it won't register, and it'll pull in water because you've pulled far enough over here that it'll pull in water. So do be very careful near this. I don't know why these two have been put so close together. Bit of an afterthought, I think. But it is what it is. So, let's get on to feeding the cows. Where do you feed them? Where do you put the straw? Well, that's easy. To feed them, you drive, again, from the entrance, down here, past the slurry pit, round and in here. You reverse in or drive in, however you want to do it, because you can drive in. This gate does open, so does this one. So you can drive straight through into here and back round, however you want to do it. I will actually leave that open because I'm going to be coming through here, because we will be doing that. But yeah, if you pull as close to this feeding box as you can, you will be able to feed them. Of course, make sure the tip side is selected on the correct side that you're using. So if you come from that side, make sure the tip side that you've selected is on the right. Or, well, it does work if it's on the left, because I think the trigger's like up to about here. So whether you got it left or right doesn't matter. But if you're doing realistically, then tip side right. If you're coming from this way, tip side left. Self-explanatory. So, where do you put the straw? Well, you can if you have a straw blower, do the same thing. From the entrance, you come down here. You can pull in here. And if you get to a... I think it's probably around about here. Just past this post. Sometimes it triggers here. Just depends on what machine you're using. Here. You can straw blow directly over and into there. Because this is where the trigger is. It starts like I want to say like here. But this is where the trigger is. All this area here that fills up with straw. So we will do that. But if you wanted to, if we open that metal does open. It is a gate. You can drive again from the entrance around in here and directly drop the straw off here. I'm not sure if it does accept straw bales. We will soon find out. Let's quickly drop one in. Let's do that now because, you know, we can. It's this one. So we will have a round bale because that's what I'm using. We'll grab one just... There we go. The straw gods drop me a bale. There we go. So let's grab this bale. And let's see. I will put this on. No. I don't have the extra icons on. So let's see if it works. I don't see any straw happening about, do you? Alright. Let's go through this side. I'm always thorough. Let's drop the straw bale there. And the answer to that question is a resounding no, it doesn't. Okay. Doesn't have bale acceptance. So, get out my way. Sorted. Alright, so now let's go and let's sort these cows out. Because we can see they need straw, they need food, they've produced a decent amount of slurry and a decent amount of milk. I have filled this to capacity, which is 50 for the base game map. You can obviously edit it for the overcrowding mod. So here we go. Let's use TMR. Obviously, you know how to make TMR. The mix is as shows. 27.6 in grass. Hay, sorry. 43.3 in silage. 23.6 in straw. And 5.5 in the horrible stuff. So, let's go. We will go and feed these lovely cows. I've did it from there, over there, where I put those vehicles, because that, on this game, that is the store point as to where some of the vehicles, when you reset them, that's where they go. So that's where I put them. See? Thinking. Doesn't normally happen, trust me. So, let's pull in here. It is pretty tight. We'll make it. No, we won't. I should have took a bit of a wider turning, but you get the point. We pull in here. There we go. Let's bring up this. As you can see, our tip side, key binding for U or umbrella. We can switch it. It's on the left. We can switch it to the right, and it does still empty into the cow's pen. So we press I, give them some food. So there is the feed point. That will do for you greedy cows. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that, but they are cows and they are greedy. I mean, I don't... Oh! Well, I can't get through there, can I? Oh, let's sell them. Let's sell it. Let's get there. That, yes. And we'll move you. Do you seriously not fit through there? Come on. Oh, this is turning out... Get out, get out. Turning out to be fun, isn't it? Right, let's get you put over there. Turn the engine off. And get out the bushes. So next, straw. Let's mad dash over here. You can use either of these. My preferred method is the mixer wagon, but that is just me. I prefer using a mixer wagon because if you're going to do TMR, you're going to need a mixer wagon anyway, and it is the same principle. So let's get going. Let's turn this on. We'll go with the John Deere. But yeah, if you're doing TMR, you're going to have a mixing wagon anyway. That is my preferred method because you get used to using the mixer wagon. So, yeah, right, let's take a bit of a wider turn in, shall we, this time? Alright, let's do this. See what I mean? That water tanker is just in the way. Alright, so tip side, where is it? Should be left. Well, it's only on the left. But here we go. As you can see now, mixer wagon, straw. So there we go. So as we can see, straw's getting loaded in. The trigger is, I think it's just like here. But some of the machines can be a little bit funny. But you can see straw now coming in. I will stop that, of course. Because, you know, we're going to need the other options. It really doesn't give you much of a turning circle around here. Very much a British farm. Tweet. Right, let's turn the engine off, jump out of you. Next, for straw, we will do the straw blower. As you can see, we've got a produced round bale in here. It doesn't matter what size round bale. It does not matter whether you're using the regular, the adjusted, small, big. Doesn't matter. But here we go. This should be a lot easier to get in here now, he says. Watch me mess that up. Right, we can, without even opening... Oh, without even opening the straw blower, it will give us the option to blow directly. But if you're all for realism, you... Which button is it? Is it this one? I have no idea. But anyway, you can blow the straw directly, and that will add the straw. As you can see, straw again is being added. There it is. Let's stop that, and this will definitely be able to fit through here. I don't know about the tractor. The tractor can. Oh, you've amazed me. Right, let's jump out of you. We'll pull you out of the way. Most of this stuff in here is base game. I've literally just loaded the map. Then we've got the tractor and trailer. Same principle. But you do need to be careful with a trailer that lifts up, that tips. You can collide with the roof. I prefer, myself, push ones. The ones that push from the back and it comes out the back. I prefer those because then you do not have to worry about clearance. Well, apart from getting in the building, obviously. How should we go about this one? Do you know what? I'll do this. Just to make life easier for you guys, I'll do this. There we go. Right, so say you've gone down here, you've reversed down there to pull in here. Wink, wink. Let's pull up. Then you'll notice this trailer doesn't give you a prompt. Why is that? It's because the unload trigger of this trailer is at the back directly, not on the side. Whereas with the mixer wagon and the straw blower, the unload is at the side of them because they unload from the side. So, this is not a good option. The only way you can do it, let's just pull you out, just makes life easier, is if you'd reverse, but it is ridiculously tight. I mean, stupidly tight. You reverse your trailer through this dinky little gap right there. I mean, can you imagine trying to reverse in there? I mean, it's basically impossible. Can do it, but you'd literally have to reverse that all the way in like this for it to even work. And I mean, it is ridiculous. You've got to get right in there. Wrong one. It's bad. You've got to get right in there, and it's just stupid. So don't use a trailer. Do not use a trailer for this. Use a mixer wagon or a straw blower. That is just easier. And which tractor are you? You're the big boy. Let's sell you. And then we need to sell the trailer. So whatever you do, do not use a trailer for straw. Because as you saw, doesn't work when you pull down here, doesn't work when you pull down there. Why? Because of the unload trigger and point on the trailers. So, straw blower or mixer wagon. My favourite, my go-to is a mixer wagon, because if you're going to be making TMR, you're going to be using a mixer wagon anyway. The other way you can do it is if you've got an auger. You can do the same as you did with the trailer, but you can pull in here and you extend the auger pipe out and into here. Then you can unload. I mean, that's an easier way. If you've got a small auger and it takes straw. So there's that. The other option, if you haven't got many cows, again, is this little demon. Or you can use a pickup truck, but it has to have the capability to hold stuff in the back. This can do it. Or a wheelbarrow. That can do it. So what you do, pull in here, and this, because it can also unload from the side, gives you the option, as you can see. Let's unload. What I find weird though is this tips from the back, but some trailers just do not do it. I don't understand why, and it is all base game. This John Deere Gator is base game. Some trailers just don't unload in that area. So there's that. That is the straw. So for here, either use a straw blower or a mixer wagon. My favourite, as I said, is a mixer wagon. Because with a mixer wagon, it doesn't just unload to the trigger here. The trigger area for a mixer wagon is possibly, say, from about here, probably to about here. So it is really far out on the left or the right hand side, or both if it's got the option to empty on either side. It's got a wide unload area. So that, for me, is fantastic. So here we go. The now thought about manure, or liquid manure slurry, whatever you want to call it, is directly here. But you have to be careful when pulling up to here, like I said, because of this water pipe. And you're still stuck. Let's slightly help it out. But here we go. As you can see, we are here. And in the top left corner, you will see start filling. But it can be deceiving. Is it going to be filling it with water, or is it going to be filling it with slurry? The more of the slurry spreader, or the slurry tanker you have, closer to the trigger point of the slurry, you will get the slurry. So you have to be very careful. And also, dependent on how long your tanker is, or how long your tractor, or if you're using a semi, a truck, whatever you want, be careful. That water trigger can catch you out. So here we go. We're loading up on the slurry. There it is, right there. So there is the slurry point, just here. So there it is. And that, if you want to know, that is water. But you have to pay for it. So don't use it. Use the water. There is a lake around here. A little pond. If you go to this pond, you can get the water for free. Don't use that water tanker around here. Just don't use that. It will charge you. Alright, now manure. Where does the manure go? Well, you're going to need a skid steer. So let's throw in a skid steer. Let me just do this. Let's bring a skid steer in. Let's buy one. Where are you, skid steer? I'm just buy you. I ain't going to put the bucket on, because they've not produced any manure yet, but I will show you. It does spawn right here. Just this area here. Just right about here. You do need to be careful though. You will need to go around the back of this shed here as well. Annoyingly. Because the way they've built the map, the manure starts here, it piles up in here, but also, annoyingly enough, it comes out here as well, and it spreads down here. So you do have to be careful. So again, around the side there, we've just come out. Around the back, near the silo. This unit here, some of the manure, once you've cleaned it out there, and you're like, hang on, I've still got some manure left. Yeah, it'll be around here, because it forms in there as well. It's just the way they've mapped it in. It comes out there as well, so be careful, because that's where it turns up. So, there we go. But you will need one of these, or a telehandler that can reach over and do the job, or whatever. But you'll need to get in here, you'll come over here, obviously you'll pick up the manure. You can either go out here or the other way, whichever way you want to go. But what I do is, once I've got the manure out of there, I will drive around here. I will make sure that gate's open. Let's lift that up. We'll go around here. And you'll see there's this pit. So, how did we get here again? There's the entrance. You go past the slurry pit, past the cow barn, through this gate, just to the right hand side, and you'll see this here. Turn left just before it, and you'll see this manure pit. So you'll drive up, and obviously lift up, you tip your manure in there, and away you go. That's that, basically. So there you go. You've got straw, but if you're using a mixer wagon or a straw blower, you can come in here. So use a mixer wagon or a straw blower, because it makes your life so much easier that you don't have to go in there. So you can always keep this dinky little gate closed. So, my word of advice, mix a wagon or straw blower for in here, because some trailers just do not let you unload in here, even though they're base game. So, slurry point, as again, let's just state, is just here. So, you pull up at the side of there, you load up on that. You've got here, which is your buy point for your animals. There we go. I'm doing all this base game. If you want to know how to get to the opposite side of the cows, let's just do that. Get to here. There is the entrance of the farm. You drive past your house down here. You turn to the left through here. Then you'll get to these two buildings. That's a silage pit with a roof. So you turn right and through this big double door where you normally find the harvester. For the start of this map, go through there. And again through this area and turn to your left when you see an opening. You'll see this opening. And there it is. You've got gates here. You've got gates here you can open and close. So if you're feeding these animals, open the gate and then you can drive through and do what you like. If you're not doing it, obviously close the gates. But when you're feeding them and you're giving them straw with a mixer wagon or a straw blower, open these gates, drive straight through. Do not even try reversing through there. What you can do, if you want to make life easier for yourself, come through this way to feed them. Drive around here, because you've got more of a turning circle around here than you have that way. So there is that. So there you go. That is how you feed your cows. That is how you give your cows straw. That is how you get the slurry. And be aware with the manure, although it does spawn in there, some of it does spawn around the back here, just in this part of the shed. This shed here, in there. So do be aware. It does spawn in there and all. So that's it. There is your guide to the cows on Court Farm. I hope that helped. I did have a request for this. So there you go. That is how to deal with the cows on Court Farm. If you've got any more questions, you're having any issues with any other maps, let me know. I will jump on that map. I will take a look. And even if there's issues in the XMLs, I know how to deal with them as well. So till then, have a great day, stay safe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next one. See you all then.